Rolando Araujo facing Brad Fulmer right off the kneecap. Fulmer safe at first. What about Araujo? He'd finished the second, but left in the third with that bruised right kneecap. He's day-to-day. Jays down 3-1. Fans looking for a rally in the bottom of the ninth. 2 out. Derek Lowe hits Tony Fernandez. After Jose Cruz doubled in Fernandez to make it 3-2, Alex Gonzalez picking his spots. Cruz comes in to tie the game at 3 off of Derek Lowe. Next up, Raul Mondesi. Derek Lowe. His plan, pitch out. Scott Hatterberg throws to first. His problem is behind Gonzalez, who easily moved on to second. Gonzalez in scoring position when Mondesi does this to a 1-1 pitch. Money hit. Gonzalez rounding third. Troy O'Leary with the throw home. Not in time. The Blue Jays rally against Derek Lowe. Toronto scoring 3 with 2 out in the ninth to stop its 4-game skid. For Derek Lowe, his third blown save in 22 chances.
Rest, he gets like a plaque or something. Bottom 4, Tigers up 3-1. Robert Fick, not far, but that's effective. Juan Encarnacion scores. Fick's second RBI of the night. Tigers up 4-1. Later in the inning, bases loaded for Damian easily, and he hits one the other way. A lot of room out there. That'll get done, and easily going to start running like people are chasing him. All 3 runs will score. Easily going to come in with the 35th triple of the Tiger season. That's top in the AL. Pettit, poor. 4 innings pitched, 10 hits, 7 earned runs. 7-1. It's 10-1 when Jose Lima gets some defense from Shane Halter at the hot corner. Nice job to Rob Alfonso Soriano. Top 9, Tigers lead 11-2. Shane Spencer flying to Encarnacion. And how about Jose Lima? Goes the route. 9 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, and then, yeah, he was happy. Tigers should invite the Yanks over more often. They're now 9-3 against the world champs at Comerica Park.
Angels and Devil Rays, meantime, and here's Jared Washburn. He's had lost since May and getting a lot of help here. Benji Gill drills this in the 5th. 2 runs coming in. That's if they get 2-1.
Sheffield, he had home and off right in the last at bat. He faced him. He homers against him again. His 19th of the year for Sheff. Dodgers up 1-0. It was 2-0. Sheff up again against guess who? Jamie Wright. That's 3 straight homers by Sheffield against Jamie Wright. His 22nd multi-homer game of his career. He's 10 for 20 at Sheff with 5 homers lifetime against Wright. Your pinch hitter in a tie game in the 8th is Jeff Reveille with the bases loaded, nobody out. And Reveille said he actually wanted to hit the ball in the air. He fails, and you know what? He still drives in the go-ahead run. Failure sometimes is a good thing. And the Dodgers win their 6th straight and move a game-and-a-half back of first-place Arizona in the NL West. Never too early to talk about Manager of the Year honors. Who would have thought the Dodgers skipper Jim Tracy would be a leading contender? As for Jeff Reveille, he likes the role of hero.
San Diego's left-handed hitting lineup blowed up. Schilling's not in. Hello, unit. There they were. That was on Wednesday. Schilling gives the ball to the unit. He trots out there. 7 Ks in the 6th for Johnson. Then Bubba Trammell goes down. Dugout's that away, kid. 2 outs now in the 6th. Damian Jackson on the slide piece. 9 Ks for Johnson. Let's move to the 7th. Marcotte missed by a lot. Alex Arias, 95-mile-an-hour gas. Then it's Phil Nevin. 3 up, 3 down in the 7th. 12 Ks for the unit. Let's go to the top of the 8th. 2-zip D-backs. Rodney Myers facing Luis Gonzalez. Logo gone. 3-0 Arizona. Gonzalez, 37th homer of the season. He's still trying to chase the mark. Back to Johnson. Bottom 8. Emil Brown. No. 13 Ks for the big unit. That's not unlucky. Mike Darr looking. 7 straight Ks. That's a new record for NL relievers. 14 Ks and 17 batters for the unit. Next batter, Wiki Gonzalez. First pitch he sees, shoots it the other way. There's the base hit. Breaks up the no-hitter. 5 2/3 hitless innings pitched by Johnson +2 from Schilling. Bottom 9, still 3-0. Damian Jackson was over 4 with 4 Ks. And then Ben Davis, maybe you should have bunted. Game over. D-backs win it 3-0. Schilling, Johnson combined on a 2-pitcher, 2-day, 1-hitter. Johnson 16 Ks total, break the old relief mark of 15 set by Walter Johnson. Big Train, though, needed 11 1/3 innings to do that. Besides the hit, Wiki's walk in the 6th, then he ended any thoughts of a perfect game. Johnson, no plans, though, to send his uniform to Cooperstown. And let's not be burning the daylight. Top four. Diamondbacks now down 6-0. Rubio Durazo off Kevin Jarvis trying to get his team back in it. He gets one run here on his 11th homer. 6-1. Bad curveball from Jarvis. Top six. Durazo again. And Jarvis, that's not a home run ball. That is a 20-calorie bite between the shoulder blades. Trouble brewing. Troy Brohan next inning gets Ryan Klesko. That's a bruise, and that is a cause for a full squad meeting between both sides. The bleachers would empty. It's a baseball fight, though. Pushing, some shoving. Nothing happened. Order restored. Thankfully, how could we live otherwise? Greg Swindell. The very next batter is Phil Nevin. And Nevin gets it. Gone. Brohan had been thrown out, and, well, Swindell maybe not the right choice there. Nevin's 25th home run. Padres win it easy, 8-4. They take the regularly scheduled game. And the
Giants, Rockies, and then Sean Chacon takes care of Bonds with some nasty stuff. 7 Ks.
It's 1-0 to Marvin Bernard.
Inning over. Bottom 5 men on second. Marvin Bernard, 3 for 5. He's hitting .212. Larry Walker has a gun. Pedro Feliz found that out. Still scoreless. Top of the 6th, 2 out. The talented backstop for Colorado is Ben Petrick. Todd Helton on second. Petrick finding some room up the middle. Scores Helton. Petrick ends up on second on the throw home. That was his only hit of the game. He's hitting .228. Rockies up 1-0. Bottom 6, 2 men on, 2 out. JT Snow, not a chance. Still 1-0 Colorado. Bottom 9 men on first and second for Ramon E. Martinez off of Juan Acevedo. That scores Felipe Crespo. Marvin Bernard, what about him? He just barely gets back to third. We're all tied at 1. Then after they intentionally walk Barry Bonds to load the bases, Jeff Kent would come up. And what does Acevedo do? He walks Kent on 4 pitches. And Marvin Bernard scores the game-winning run as he trots home. The 4th time this season a game has ended on a walk-off walk. Juan Acevedo, his 5th blown save in 5 chances. Bonds 0 for 2 with 3 walks.
Nearly as much.
Freddie, Mark Quinn, the grounder, David Bell. Bell, great stop. It's so great we had to slow it down. And then the finish, getting Quinn at first. Bell getting the love from his teammates in the dugout, much deserved. Bottom 4, 3-1 Kansas City. 2nd and 3rd are the runners, 2 out. Luis Alicea. Down the line, John Olerud can't make the play. Joe Randa and Mark Quinn would score. What? 5-1 Kansas City? Freddie Garcia upset between innings? Rare. Top of the 9th, 6-3 Royals, 2 outs. Look out, Ichiro. He's going for your ankles was Corey Bailey. Bailey throwing again at Ichiro's ankles. And then the home plate ump Jim Joyce says, enough of you, Bailey. You're gone. Tony Muser, not amused. Bailey leaves without an argument. Muser throws his hat. Tony also ejected. He gets his money's worth. 6-3, though, the final. Number 700 has to wait for Lou. Freddie Garcia goes 4 innings. His shortest outing since going 3 1/3 against Oakland on opening day. 4 games, all losses facing Oakland. Corey Koski facing Luis Vizcaíno. That's a double. Doug Mankiewicz would score. Brian Buchanan heading home. Buchanan would beat the throw to the plate. Koski takes 3rd on that throw. Koski 3 for 6, 3 RBI. The Twins are up 7-4. Bottom 8, 2 on for Buchanan. That's a squibbler, and it gets through. Tom Prince, Luis Rivas both come in to score. It's 12-6 Minnesota. Buchanan 4 for 5, 4 RBI. It was 12-8. A's losing. Billy McMillan facing LaTroy Hawkins. McMillan, that's a rope, and he broke his bat. It's a double. Frank Menachino, Jason Giambi both scored. Giambi, by the way, 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored. He's hitting .328. A's within 2. But 2 batters later, Eric Chavez grounds into the 4-3 out to end the game, and the Twins hang on, pounding out a season-high 20 hits, snapping their 4-game losing streak. A pair of Twins backups, Brian Buchanan, Tom Prince, combining for 7 hits and 1 out, no one on. Sean Lowe facing Jim Thome. Jim Thome, not scared of heights. Dave Berber would say later of his teammate about Thome, he's scary. Number 29, that one 430 feet. Next up, Marty Cordova. That's not bad. His 11th of the year, the Indians were up 5-0. Top of the 4th, Thome already 2 for 2 on the night. Jim Thome. God, he felt it, didn't he? This one 20 rows deep. The only problem, just foul. He shattered his bat. He would strike out on that at bat, but Jim would be heard from again. How about top of the 8th, 2 out? Thome Thome, like, whoa. His second of the game. He also doubled in this game. Jim Thome drove in 4, and this guy has 10 homers in his last 17 games. There's a lot of laughter. The Indians crush Chicago. The Tribe starting staff 5-1 and an ERA under 3. On to out Cliff Floyd facing Glendon Rush, and Floyd, he's built for this. You just can't try to get a hanging curve past Cliff Floyd. He extends his career high in homers to 25. Marlins up 3-1. It was 4-3 Marlins. Derek Lee responding to a good visual off the rush. Lee's 12th. Marlins go on to win 8-3. The Mets' 5-game win streak comes to a sudden halt. Glendon Rush rocked. He came into the game with an ERA of just 1.64 over Cincinnati. There's the ecstatic Reds bench because they're playing at home. Dave Martinez snapping out of an 0-for-7 slump. Martinez's first home run in about a zillion at-bats. He was 4-for-4 today, matching his career high. Reds down 2-zip. John Burkett against Ken Griffey Jr. Off the major league high is 40-foot black wall. The ball landing 6 feet from the top. Closest anyone has ever come to hitting home run over that wall, by the way. Aaron Boone, grounder to Chipper on the bag and then gunning out Boone at first. Braves get out of the jam. Nice play, Chipper. Bottom 5, Braves up 2-0. John Burkett striking out Ruben Rivera. Rivera struck out all 4 times he batted. Next batter, Kelly Stinnett against Burkett. Had it going on. 6 Ks and 7 innings of work. Reds down 2-0. Steve Carsey on the mound. Boone at second. Sean Casey, the pinch hitter. Well, he comes through at least. RBI single. That scores Boone. Reds within 1, 2-1. Next batter, Wilton Guerrero with Casey on first. Just when they got something going, Carsey gets Guerrero to fly out, and the game is over. Braves win. With Burkett throwing 7 shutout innings, want to know how incredible the Braves staff has been of late? In their last 3 starts, Burkett, Greg Maddux, and Tom Glavine have allowed just 1 earned run in 22 2/3 innings. The Reds still with just 13 victories in their home park.
Phillies looking up from second place as they take on the Expos in Montreal. Bottom 8, 2-1 Phils. Real Cormier intentionally walks Vlad Guerrero, who hit a game-winning home run off him on Wednesday. That was smart. This not so smart. Lee Stevens off Jimmy Rollins. Peter Bergeron will score. We're tied at 2. The next batter, Orlando Cabrera. We've gone from smart, not as smart, to downright stupid. Cabrera, the base hit through the right side. Guerrero scores. Cormier gives up 4 runs in the inning. The Expos win at 5-2, and clearly the New Brunswick-born Real Cormier does not realize that Quebecers want to secede from Canada. Cormier loses to the Expos for the 2nd straight game, now in keeping with our Maple Leaf theme. An American Expo with the French-Canadian last name, Bergeron, goes 3 for 4 and extends his hitting streak to 15 games.
Cubs looking to beat Pittsburgh for the 7th time in 8 tries. Here's one way how to do it. Sammy Sosa not scared of heights. He had 1 hit in his last 5 games before that bomb. Career home run number 417. Cubs up 2-0. His 31st of the year. Bottom 6 bases full for pinch hitter Rob Makoviak. And his spikes his stop. His body said no. Take another look. It's painful. His body continues to follow through, resulting in a twisted knee. He would leave the game with a bruised kneecap. Aramis Ramirez, your pinch hitter for the pinch hitter, Makoviak. How many times does that happen? Not often. Ramirez bloops a single. His 9th hit in his last 14 at-bats with runners in scoring position. That's impressive. Pirates tie the game at 2. Courtney Duncan facing Tyke Redmond. Redmond, just a little crush. Good enough to give the Pirates a victory. Tyke Redmond now has 2 career RBI in the majors. Both have come from homers. The win snaps the Pirates' 5-game losing skid. The road for the Cubs gets no easier. Friday, they start a 3-game series in Houston, sending all-star John Lieber to the Hill. Oh, speaking of Houston.
That's right. After a 28-run slow-pitch softball game, Astros and Cardinals put the keg away for Thursday's game. Bottom first, Lance Berkman off Matt Morris. That gets through. He was 2 for 4. Jose Vizcaíno scores, and we like Lance
a lot.
Yes. 87th RBI. We're tied at 1. Bottom third, 2nd and 3rd, Moises Alou swinging, missing. Alou, the collar in 3 trips. His hitting streak ends at 23 games. Top 5 still tied. Albert Pujols tries to bunt. Wade Miller is there. Nicely done. We're still tied. Headed to the 6th. Top 6, Mark McGuire with 2 on, and McGuire, rip job. That is very high, but Max said he didn't think it was going to get out. He was preparing to leg out a triple in his 7th of his career.
Seen that,
I think we all would have, yes, as it is. Max 12th homer of the year, makes the Cards a 4-1 winner. He's got 5 homers, 12 ribs in his last